Good morning, my beautiful Bhava babes. Good afternoon, good evening. Where are you? How are you? Those of you who celebrated yesterday, happy Christmas, day after, belated, whatever. I hope you had a fantastic day yesterday. If you celebrated, I hope you had lots of fun. It was juicy, it was yummy. And if you didn't celebrate, I hope you had a very peaceful day while the rest of the people left you the hell alone, right? So I'm so glad that you're here. Hey, chime in. Let me know you're here. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Hey, beautiful Ashley. How are you, my sweet? So glad to see you on here. Hope you had a great Christmas. Oh, okay. I'm landing. All of a sudden I was like, who am I? Where am I? Hey, beautiful June. I'd love to see you on here. Thank you, gorgeous. Hi, love. Hi, Yvonne. Good morning, my sweet love. Oh, I love seeing all the Bhava babes on here. Hello, Stella. Good morning from Los Angeles. So it's very exciting moment here in Northern California where I am. They've been promising us a snowpocalypse for 2 days, right? Northern California, we're high enough elevation where we get some snow a couple of times a year. We have a decent sized snowstorm. It's nothing like a lot of other parts of the country or other parts of the world. It's just enough that we get excited about it. The whole town kind of comes to a grinding halt. People lose power. It's a very exciting time. So we were supposed to have this happen on Christmas. It didn't. It's just been for 2 days. Been looking outside going, well, where's the snow? Where's the snow you promised us? But now there are little flurries out there. So we are starting to get our snowpocalypse, it looks like. So some of us may be cool, excited about that. And others, not so much, depending on where you live in this particular county where I am. So lots of love to everyone here. Good morning, Kira. Oh, she gives a little peace sign. I love it. Peace to you, my love. Okay, so if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're returning, I think most of you are. I'm so glad that you're back. Thank you for showing up and creating this incredible sacred space, this incredible community. We are creating a web of spirit across the globe when we gather here today. And I'm really just so gratified and humbled and appreciative to be a part of this with you. So thank you. And if you're new here, my name is Ingrid H. Turner. I'm the minister at the Bhava Spiritual Mission. I'm the founder, and we are an organization that aims to help you live in partnership with spirit. We are a non-denominational church. We're all digital. Okay. So we do this by showing up every week like this to do a Sunday broadcast. We offer spiritual counseling sessions with our ministers and psychic readings and such on our website. And then we have a school and we train people how to do what we do. Basically how to be psychic preachers, going out into the world and doing your healing work. So that's what we're all about. We're here to expand the consciousness of this planet by helping one person at a time move from fear to love. And if you're here and you're resonating with that, I am so glad that you're here. And I am thrilled to be of service to you, with you today. Okay, so here's our format. We're going to ground in. And that is going to get us all nice and matched up with the earth energies. And then we're going to open wide to spirit. We're going to open up with prayer. I'm going to open us up with a prayer, and then I'm going to open up the prayer pot for you. And we're going to do prayer healings. Okay. So whatever, whoever, however is on your heart, I want you to share your prayer. It could be for yourself. It can be for a loved one, for a situation, circumstances, collective, not so loved ones, whatever it is that's on your heart. Type it out, leave it in the comment. And then while you're behind the screen, if you're able to, if you're in a position, say it out loud. Prayer is so powerful. It's dropping those rattling in the head down into your heart and speaking it, making it a physical intention. And when we do that, the universe can grab hold of that energy and manifest it into reality. Your prayer will be answered. How it's answered may not be how you expect, but it doesn't matter because it's going to show up in the highest service for all. After we go through and do some prayer healings, I'm going to dive into what Spirit has for us today. I get a message from Spirit and it's organic. It usually happens the morning of, maybe the night before, and I just write it down and I share it with you. And then I invite you to join in the conversation. Tell me your thoughts and your feelings and your hits about the message, the topic that we're covering from Divine Spirit today. Because when we get together, my loves, we're all have the ability to channel Divine Spirit. And when we get together, even if it's in this virtual space, we activate each other. And when we activate each other, that means all of us, me and you, open up a little bit broader, a little bit more to divine spirit. So spirit can get through to you, maybe what spirit is not able to get through to me. So it's really important that you chime into the conversation. Whatever comes to you, leave a comment, and I'll bring some of them on the screen and we'll dive in a little bit deeper and go a little further. But even if I don't get to do that, you can trust that as people are coming and watching the replay or with you on the live broadcast, they're going to be reading that comment, and you are contributing to the expansion of consciousness by contributing your piece of this. Okay. You're contributing to help us understand the message from divine spirit in a more powerful, potent, and deeper way. So that's important. And then we'll close it off with a few readings. So I do 5 readings for 5 live viewers. And that means that you comment, give me a reading, or I have a question, comment your question. I'll go to who I'm really drawn to, and I'll channel a message from you from divine spirit. Now, if I don't choose you, I want you to remember that spirit is efficient, okay? You pay attention, you stay on, you listen. If you hear me channel for someone else and it reverberates through your being, that message is for you as well. Spirit doesn't do this. That's a human thing. Spirit does this. Okay, so whatever you need, whatever answers you need today, I feel like you can trust that you're going to get an answer today, whether I choose you to hone in on or not. Spirit's going to answer your questions. Spirit's going to show up for you. Good morning, Sue. Sue's last name is Snow, and I was just so getting a little excited about that. Oh, okay, it's okay, because if my power goes out, I'm okay, because the heater is gas powered. So as long as we don't lose heat, I'm pretty happy. Good morning, beautiful Charlotte. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. Let's do this. We're going to ground in together. I want you to close your eyes with me. Let's take 3 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Long, slow, deep breaths. Feel your energy pool in your root chakra. Maybe it'll feel warm or tingly. Or you'll just be aware that it's happening. Take a deep breath in and pull the energy from your root into your heart. Exhale and hold the energy in your heart. Inhale and pull the energy from your heart into your crown. Exhale and hold the energy in your crown. Inhale and pull the energy out of your body. Feel it connect with divine source energy. And with the out breath, pull that energy back into your body and into your heart. Breathe in and hold the energy in your heart. Breathe out and pull the energy down to your root. Breathe in and hold the energy in your root. Breathe out and push the energy down your legs and into your feet. Breathe in and hold the energy in your feet. Breathe out and push the energy into the earth. Feel that energy hook in with the earth's core, and take a deep breath in and pull it back up towards your feet. Exhale. Inhale and feel the energy hit the soles of your feet and move up your legs and pool again in the root chakra, and exhale into your root chakra. Divine Spirit, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for bringing us fully into the present moment, for helping us lock in with the divine flow that is always searching for us to move into alignment. Thank you for helping us be present with today's healing, today's message, today's wisdom, and today's love from Divine Spirit, from all that is. Thank you for helping us align ourselves with the great power and wisdom of this universe, to help us open up more fully to the divine flow, and to bring that out into the world, into all of our relationships, all of our activities, all of our words, that we may be a vessel, a channel, a conduit for divine spirit, to move ourselves from fear to love every single day. And in that doing, help others move themselves from fear to love and expand the consciousness of this planet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and open it up for prayers now. Please share your prayer, my love. It doesn't matter what it is. There's nothing, excuse me, little thing in my throat. There's nothing off limits. There's nothing too trivial or too big for us to be sharing, putting into the atmosphere as divine prayer, as divine intention. Beautiful Ashley, I'm praying to stay in alignment with my greatest good, allowing all I desire and deserve to come to me. Booyah, baby. I love that. I affirm this prayer for you. We all affirm this prayer for you. Staying in alignment, fiercely in alignment with the greatest good for you, which is the greatest good for all. What you desire is leading you to your highest expression. Thank you for that. Beautiful. Thank you, Ashley. Beautiful Yvonne, praying for heart healing for myself and anyone who is hurting today. I affirm this prayer. We all affirm this prayer for beautiful Yvonne, for heart healing. Let her heart expand and open. Let her find peace and healing in this moment, and radiate that peace and healing out to all who she comes into contact with. And we affirm this prayer for anybody who has heart pain today. Thank you for that, beautiful Yvonne. Beautiful Stella, praying for all who need strength and reassurance, including me. Yes, well, we all need that from time to time, and sometimes a lot of the time. It's a crazy world out there. Thank you so much, Stella. We affirm this prayer for you. We pray for your strength. We pray for your reassurance and your assurance. Trust in yourself, total trust in this moment, trusting yourself in this moment. And we move that prayer out into the collective. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, beautiful. Charlotte says, pray for truth. Oh, what a fantastic, to the point prayer. Let's just focus in on that. We affirm this prayer for you, Charlotte. We pray for truth. We pray for truth with ourselves, truth in our relationships, truth in our environment, truth in our world. We pray for the truth to bubble to the surface so that all can see and be clear on what is true in this world and within ourselves. Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful June. I'm praying for the homeless people and animals to find warmth and shelter in this storm. Thank you for that, June. We all affirm this prayer wherever there is struggle and suffering, people who are without a home, without warmth, people who are out caught in the elements. We send prayers and love and warmth that they will find their way to shelter, to the resources that they need in order to stay warm and move through this difficult time. And we add to this prayer, we expand on this prayer that these people can dig deep and find the spirit within themselves and match up with the spirit all around them and pull each other, themselves, and be helped and supported by all around them, that they are moved into a better situation, a better way of life. Thank you for that, beautiful June. That's lovely. Oh, these are great prayers today, and I'm so grateful. Thank you so very much for jumping on and being a part of this. I'm definitely, I didn't really celebrate Christmas yesterday. It was very quiet for me. In fact, my boyfriend and I had Christmas pizza for dinner. We were just like, but that's not to say that there isn't a big rush around Christmas time in the collective. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, if you have a different spiritual outlook or it's just not your bag or, what have you, there's an energetic sort of intense, at least I feel it, an intense sort of swell of energy. And after the fact, you're just kind of like, whoa, and I'm definitely feeling a little bit of that whoa. And I'm sure that you are as well, being the sensitive creatures that you are, or you wouldn't be here if you weren't sensitive. So all of my love, and thank you for showing up and joining and being a part of this. And I love you so much. And let's talk about what Spirit has for us today. So Spirit, this sort of started to come together from a conversation I was having with my boyfriend last night as we were laying in bed, sort of drifting off to sleep. You start to get more open. I think things, you start to kind of get more open, I feel, when we let the mind chatter come down. We were talking about something, I think we're talking about money and people who like different energetics, people who embody different energies around money. And it just sort of, percolated while I was sleeping. And I woke up this morning with this understanding from Spirit that it's really, like, especially moving into the new year, it's really important to talk about talk about you beautiful spiritual workers out there. And that is every single one of you. Okay. You, my sweet love, you have a gift. It is a gift of the healer, and it will manifest in whatever way it manifests for you. It might manifest creatively, energetically, teaching, counseling. There's a gift inside you that you are meant to bring out into the world. And the reason you're born in this time is so that you can bring it into this world at this time. You are a way shower, my beloved. You are a way shower. And a lot of these, I get to work with and converse with and interact with and follow just these incredible healers like you, incredible spiritual beings. You have this innate gift. And I see so much self-sabotage in these beautiful communities, in these beautiful healers. And I don't want that for you anymore. Spirit doesn't want that for you anymore. We're 2 years into this, almost 3 years into this paradigm shift. The time for fuckery has ended. And I mean that in the most loving way. I really do. I keep seeing these incredible healers talk themselves out of their gifts and delivering their gifts in a powerful way because they're telling themselves stories. And you're here in the new earth because you have something to contribute that is key to bringing us into the golden age. Let me repeat that for you. You have something to contribute to this new earth that is key to bringing us into the golden age. And this is why at the Bhava Spiritual Mission and me personally, I'm always working to help people move from fear to love, because from that place of love, your gifts erupt from you spontaneously, naturally. It's a passion. It's your passion is your gift, your passion. Bringing that out into the world. And I just want to talk about some of the ways that I see healers, way showers, spiritual workers, myself included, sabotage ourselves, get all balled up in some ego trip about why they can't do their work right now. And I want you to listen. I want you to listen. If you recognize yourself in any of this message is for you. It is not telling you you're wrong or bad or terrible. It is Spirit letting you know that piece can get untangled. It's time to untangle it. And it's time for you to get present, get into love and commitment, and take that step. Take that step to bringing the fullness of who you are, your healing energy out into this world, because it is time. It is time for you. So some of the things I see are like some of the stories that I see come up is like the money story is a big one, which is kind of what triggered this when I was having the conversation with my partner. It's it goes one of two ways. You know, there's well, I have to work and make money and hustle. So unless I can make a spiritual business work, I'm really not going to be able to do my spiritual work. Like I just can't, you know, there's a scarcity mentality. And like, I get it. You know, we're still in the body. We're still having the human experience. We still need to like survive, right? Who are we to depend on anybody else to, you know, hand it to us while we do our spiritual work in the world? And then on the other side of that, I've seen the healers who have the space in their life, who they are supported maybe by another source of income or a spouse or inheritance or something like that. They will talk themselves out of doing their spiritual work by getting balled up in shame because they're not making money from it. It's not a hustle for them, or they're not contributing enough to the household, or whatever story has got going on. But see, here's the thing. Either of those situations, whatever situation you're in, it's by divine design. If you're in a space where you're open and you can pursue the healing work and you don't have to worry about the financial piece, instead of allowing yourself to get balled up in shame around that, or self-criticism or insecurity, turn that around and get into gratitude, because Spirit has opened up space for you. So you don't have to worry about that. And you can trust that the people, the institutions that are showing up for you in this lifetime for this experience, they want to. They want to. They want to be a support for you. It's powerful. It's deeply satisfying for them to support you. And they will be even more deeply satisfied when you show up more fully in your work. The more you show up in your passion and your healing and your counseling and your energy, and whatever form feels most on fire for you, the appreciation of the entity beside you will increase and expand, because that's how the energy works. And if you're in a situation where you got a muggle job and you're working and you're like so busy over here and all your focus is to go over here, and you're telling yourself you can't focus on your healing work or do anything with it, you need to bring your healing into your career, into your work, into your environment. Start where you are. Say prayers for your coworkers. Surround that difficult boss in healing energy. Do the Ho'oponopono on the institution, right? You begin to weave it, because that's where you're meant to begin doing your healing work. Don't push it off to the side because you're telling yourself your story. You can't, because, well, I have to work. Yeah, work. You do have to work. Bring your gifts into your career. Bring it in. Or if you have a spiritual business, I have to focus on so much of my business, and my nuts and bolts is certainly one I've gotten trapped in. Is like, I got to market over here. I got to do my website. I don't have enough money to make help. I got to hustle. It's taking me longer because I have to hustle. That's a story I've told myself, right? You're in that bringing your work into your entrepreneurship, into your spiritual business. Again, inject your energy into it. Bless your website. Get into whatever is showing up for you, whatever life circumstance is showing up for you. You're meant to weave you're meant to weave your gifts into that life experience. And what's going to happen as soon as you start to do that, you're going to see that things begin to shift, shapeshift. The forms will change. You may find that you segue out of a muggle job into a spiritual business, or you may find that through your space, you're able to develop your gifts to such a capacity that you move it into a new arena, or you end up speaking in public, or it doesn't, it can go any which way. It's not really up to you to decide. Remember, the mind can only conceive of what is already experienced. So it's incredibly limited in what it can create for us. Drop it into the heart, set your intention, and make a commitment to weave your work into whatever life situation you're in. And do not allow your ego, your fear brain, to talk you out of your healing work because a money story, a job story, a whatever. Right? That's a big story. I see a lot of people, myself included, get all balled up and caught up in. And Spirit says to us today, to you, my darling, you hearing this, time to untangle that story. Another one that I get is, that I see a lot, is I'm not prepared. I can't do it. I'm not healed enough. I don't have enough knowledge. I don't know enough, right? I haven't learned enough. I'm not good enough. I am telling you, this is the same ego story as I'm too good. It's just the other side of it. It's just a backdoor way, a sneaky ass way the ego can come in and take you down. Here's the thing. You begin your work where you are. There was a quote, a post that I shared on my personal Facebook page. I think the man's name was Devin Sessions. Somebody I ended up following on Facebook. I don't know him personally, but he made a Facebook post that said something like, the best healers are still healing, the best teachers are still learning. And that is really important for all of us to understand, is you start where you are and you expand the container from there. You start where you are and you expand the container from there. The more you heal, the more you're able to give back in a healing capacity. You can trust that your aura, your energy will attract the people that need your healing, that need your counseling and guidance, that need your teaching based on where you are and where they are on their journey. And as you continue to bring this out, this energy, this healing energy that you pull through you, because this ain't yours, baby. This is coming from divine spirit through you. As you pull this through you and move it out into the world, you will continue to expand and evolve and grow and heal deeper and learn more and bring this out further, your aura out. You never stop expanding. You never stop healing, because the work is never done. So that story about I'm not good enough, I don't know enough, I haven't learned enough, I don't know how to do it, or it has to look a certain way or be a certain technique. No, it doesn't. You just have to open up to spirit, and you got to show up where you are and incorporate this healing with whatever your life circumstances are, and fill the container that you're in. And as you fill the container that you're in, you will expand. That container will expand, and it will give you the opportunity to expand, to heal more deeply, to gain more knowledge, to learn more skills that you can then bring out into the collective in the situation that you're in. You start here and it expands. And all you have to do, the hardest part is, my loves, truly the hardest part of all of this is making the commitment. To move past the fear brain, to put the stories on the goddamn shelf, move into your body, and take that step. Step into your power. Stop giving it away to nonsense. Certainly not what other people say, but not to what your fear brain says as well. Think of the ego as a separate entity and put it in its rightful place. You're here to do spirit work because you're in the golden age. You've arrived, you've been born onto this planet at the transition point into this new earth. You think you're just here for nothing? You're here to be of divine service through the vehicle of your passion. And spirit says, stop stalling. Okay? Stop stalling. You're here for a purpose. Now, there's a flip side to this that I do want to talk about. Having just given you the rigmarole for keeping yourself back from fear, there's another piece of this that I think is really worth touching on, because it's another piece that I do see, though less frequently, in the spiritual world. And the flip side is, I can do no wrong. I'm infallible. I'm never wrong. If you think I'm wrong or you don't resonate, you're the problem, not me. We have to find this balance of absolute trust in ourselves in this moment and divine spirit with the humility, knowing that we are human, that we are not infallible, that sometimes our ego waves are going to get the best of us. And when that happens, you need to tap out. We need to go back into our sanctuary and open up to divine spirit and move into our own inner space. Because if you've ever seen, if a reader does this, if you go to somebody for a reading, for example, and they're telling you all this stuff, right? And it's not landing, it's not resonating. And you finally get a chance to say, that doesn't resonate with me. And the response you get from that person is, well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm right. You just have to, they kind of deflect and, make you wrong. Here's the thing. What spirit tells me that, if it doesn't resonate with a person, if it's not landing for a person, the issue is not the person. The issue is not the person sitting in front of you. It's something to do with your channel, with you bringing it through. People who work with me hear me say this all the time, whether I'm channeling for you, doing healing, or whatever it is, it's, does that resonate? Does that resonate? Does that resonate? I'll be talking, channeling the flow spirit, and I'll pause. I'll say, does that resonate? If you've had a reading with me, holla, if you hear me say that. Why do I do that? It's not because I'm questioning myself or I'm questioning God. It's because I'm ensuring that I'm still connected to the spirit stream, that I'm connected for this person, that my ego is not in the way. If they say to me, okay, yes, this is resonating. Don't tell me anymore. Just, yes, this is resonating. Okay, good. Then I keep going and I can continue to bring that stream through for that person. It's possible to get interrupted, to be inadvertently channeling for some other energy. It's possible for our ego to swell up. Maybe we had a troubling day. We had something knocked us back, or we've gained a lot of confidence and then it's just kind of filled up a little too bit, so spilled over the edge, right? That's okay. We're human. Okay. We're human and it's going to happen. But that's why we have to balance that incredible trust. I trust you, God. I trust your spirit, with humility, and making sure that we're always checking in with ourselves How am I doing? How's my spiritual practice? How's my inner sanctuary? How's my flow with spirit? How's it landing for you? How's it feeling for you? Is this resonating? And if it's not resonating, you have to stop and you have to return to your sanctuary, your inner sanctum, and you have to realign with spirit. And it may or may not be because of why you think it is that it doesn't resonate. There could be all kinds of reasons why that channel got screwy. Maybe you weren't the one to deliver that message. Maybe it's the wrong message. It's not for them. Maybe you're in an ego state. Maybe you're in judgment and you're projecting and you're mistaking it for your healing, for your intuition, for your energy. Anything is possible. So I balance this out with trust yourself, get out there, make that commitment. I mean that 1,000%. And I balance that out with a stay humble, my loves. You wield an incredible power, and people will give their power to you when you fully step into your healing work. Stay humble, stay aligned, be the mirror, love yourself more. Just because you bump out of alignment doesn't mean that you're not still great, an amazing healer. I've had sessions before where I'll be rattling on and then I'll pause and say, does this resonate? And they're like, not at all. No, it doesn't feel good. My ego doesn't like it at all when that happens, but it does happen occasionally. And when that happens, I have to step back and I have to say, okay, I accept that doesn't resonate for you. Let's take a pause and reboot. Happens in my healing work as well, or in my counseling or my coaching. It'd be like, is this resonating for you? Is this landing for you? If they say, no, that doesn't feel right to me, I don't agree with that. Okay, I have to accept that you don't agree with that. My ego may be back here trying to justify it and cause all kinds of storms and problems, but I still have to, with my being, accept that and move forward and move on. And when I'm able to do that and return to my inner sanctum, it becomes clear whatever was going on. Sometimes I'm just out of whack, or sometimes it came through in a way that they didn't understand, or it needed to be presented differently, or somebody else needed to say it to them. And it wasn't for me to give that, in that way, or it's just a stepping stone. Doesn't matter. Not the point. Don't take it personally. So remember, the work never ends. You never arrive. And yet, because the work never ends, that means that your spiritual gifts, your spiritual healing never stops expanding. You never stop expanding into your gifts. They never stop evolving when you never stop doing the healing work. It never ends. And that's really exciting when you think about it that way. Okay, let's take a deep breath together. I'd love to hear your thoughts and your feelings about this message and how it came through before I dive into some readings. Hey, beautiful Sam on YouTube. Ooh, I'm loving today's message. Even when tuning in late, you definitely have to rewatch. Yes, do. And enjoy. And thank you for jumping on. And thank you for saying that. It's not necessarily the easiest message to deliver, and maybe not the easiest to hear. Let it settle. Let it gel. And then revisit it. Maybe revisit the broadcast, or revisit it within yourself and see where this resonates with you. And again, if it doesn't, toss it, put it on the shelf. Maybe it'll resonate later. Maybe it won't. Don't worry about it. Okay, let's see what we got here. I am ready to do a few readings. So I'm going to do 5 channeled messages for 5 live viewers. So you got to be live in order to get this, okay? So, Beth has a comment. Very well-read message, definitely one that resonates. And I too will watch this more than once. Thank you. Beautiful, Beth. I'm so happy to have you on here, and I'm so happy this resonated for you. And I'll be interested to hear comments down the line when you revisit this, and what sinks in more deeply for you. Beautiful, beautiful, Yvonne. Most appreciate this message, especially today. I'd love to know if Spirit has a message for me. Well, all right. Twofer. I got a twofer here. All right, beautiful Yvonne. Let me just feel into the energies for you. Bringing in my spirit guide, clearing myself out. So that first thing I got is a really strong, deep breath. I'm seeing my guide in front of me and feeling my crown chakra tingle. Whoa. And I'm seeing 2 spears in me. One is in my lung, one of my lungs. It's in my right lung. It's like a wooden stake has pierced my lung, specifically the lung that's really important for you. I would look up the symbolism there, Yvonne, and see what that means to you. That right lung is, I think it's the right lung. One of the lungs is what I'm seeing. And the lung, of course, represents grief. And it also, what I'm getting is like there's a deflating happening. It's like puncturing the lung in this situation feels like letting loose, letting go of something, letting go of old energy, old grief. It's like deflating. And when you pull it out, you can start again. Now, naturally, that wouldn't work in the physical world, but that's what they're telling me is what that is all about. And then I have something on the other side, and the stake, the spike, the spear, or whatever that I'm getting on the other side is underneath my ribs. And I'm not sure where that is, but that feels like it feels like betrayal. It feels like that's what that symbolizes. So you kind of got two things running here. Something like pain that helps you release the old grief that you've been carrying that you didn't know was there. It's like filling you up and keeping you sort of in this way, making it difficult to move. But then also the betrayal stake is showing in as well. So you got to pull those babies out. And when you do, you're going to be able to move forward in a way that feels more nimble. I'm actually getting the word nimble, like you'll be able to move better. This feels symbolic to me. It feels like you'll be more nimble, quicker. That's the energy I'm getting, like moving through the woods in nimble and quick way, and kind of coming back to like if you think about as you get older, your body isn't as nimble, and this is feeling like you're kind of like becoming a more nimble, younger version of yourself emotionally through these experiences. Okay, I love you so much, Yvonne. Okay, all right, beautiful Sue. Okay, Sue, snow. It stopped snowing. Let's do this reading and bring on the snow. I'd love to hear something from anyone, please. Okay, Sue, let's see what we got for you. Number 2. All right, I'm getting like a rope wrapped around your throat and it tightening and like a hanging is what I'm getting. It's like I'm getting this energy of like a hanging, and it just feels like it feels very uncomfortable. It feels very unfair. It feels like you can't like speak, like you're being, hung, and helpless. There's a helplessness. I feel a helplessness to the energy, to the voice, to expressing yourself, to feeling heard, to feeling seen. I feel a lot of unfairness. I feel the power side. I feel just a tremendous amount of unfairness happening for you right now. And Spirit is saying that you need to just breathe and literally hang with it is what I'm getting. Like you're being hung, hang with it. Get into the moment, get into your body. Spirit says this too shall pass. Basically, this is going to pass for you. The situation is going to pass for you. And there's not a whole lot you can do until it passes. Your feet will touch the ground again. You'll be able to get your footing. You'll get this damn thing off of your neck and you'll be able to charge forward. Okay. So essentially Spirit is saying you're going through a really difficult time right now. There's just some really uncomfortable feelings, but to be patient and wait it out. Wait this one out. There's not a whole lot for you to be doing with it. All right. Beautiful. Okay. Number 3. Oh, here we go. I'm going for, okay. Beth, I don't think I've ever given you a message. It feels like, ooh, let's dive into Beth's energy. Okay. Feeling beautiful, Beth. Number 3. I have to start counting these as I go, or I completely lose track because that's channel energy for you. Oh, wow, Beth. I feel a wave of nausea coming up. Now, for me, what that means is a big energy shift is happening for you, and I feel it really strongly. I feel it in my power center. I feel like it's like wants to come up. It's not the most pleasant way Spirit gives me that message, but that's the message for you. There's a big shift going on for you. And if it hasn't started yet, it will, and you probably felt the rumblings of it because I see like you on the ground, and I feel like the rumbling, like there's rumbling underneath the earth. Things are shifting for you. Do not be afraid is what Spirit says. Don't be afraid. This is going to be a ride, but you're going to be fine. There's not like everything that is happening and coming to pass for you, this big change, because this is a big energy shift. It's going to impact you personally. It's going to impact your environment. It's going to impact your relationships and everything. But this isn't something to be afraid of. This is a big shift for you. And I get a big expansive energy. It's like a swell. Okay. There's a swell happening for your energy and your aura and everything. You are swelling, going through this period of swell, which is really, really positive. But humans are hardwired to resist change. And so we get into this mental state and fear and attachment around change. And you don't have to do that. You can breathe and sink into it. In fact, I see you like in a meditation position, in a lotus position, and I see you in your power space when you're in meditation, when you're centered. Meditate a lot through this time. It's not going to last forever. It's not going to last that long, but there's a big swell coming for you. Okay, babe, big energy shift happening. And it's really positive, but you may find that your mind has a little bit of a hard time with it as you see things changing around you. All right. Okay. Beautiful Rachel. Hello, darling. Okay. What do we got for you, Rachel? All right. Very different energy. Let me sink into this. I feel a lightness in you, Rachel. I feel like you've let go of a lot. I feel like you've just taken a lot of crap off your shoulders, and you're not holding on to baggage anymore. You've let go a lot of your own baggage, and you've let go a lot of other people's baggage. Hallelujah. Okay. This is such a great place to be. This is such a great place to be because you are just letting it go and feeling light, and enjoy this lightness. Resist. I don't think this is really big for you. That sometimes we can have a temptation to like pull stuff back in because it can feel uncomfortable to be this light. But I love this. I feel like this is like this. You're good with this. Even if there is a little bit of discomfort, you're good with having let go of so much of the baggage. So much. You've let go so much. And this is really, you got a new lease on life is what I'm getting. I feel like you're starting, you may not actually be stepping foot on your new path, but you know it's coming, like you're changing direction. And this is very much an internal direction. It's more about how you are committing to live your life from here on out, how you want to experience your life. And that will, of course, impact the things outside of you. But this isn't so much about changing everything outside of you. This is more about shifting what's going on inside of you. And that feels really good. And it feels like you've let a lot go, and you have an incredible lightness of being that you're experiencing right now. And just remember this feeling. And as you go through life and the tendency is to take on the burdens, remember that you can let them go, and you can let them go sooner. As soon as you notice them, you can take them off, and you can maintain this lightness. All right, beautiful. I hope that is helpful to you, my darling. Okay. Yes, I read animals. Message regarding the puppy. Okay, breathing number. Okay, fifth reading is for, what do we got? Oh, okay, I feel some pain in the head. Is puppy drinking enough water? What's going on here? Is this dehydration? Something going on with puppy's head? Watch for puppy's head. Watch to see how the puppy is doing, like if he's got any like kind of weird movements with his head, or it's like rubbing. I'm getting like a rubbing, like a strong rubbing. It feels like there's some pain. And to me, it's showing up as like a headache. I feel like there's some pain, and it might be just like a hydration thing. I'm not really sure, but I'm feeling like there's some pain in the head. And watch for rubbing. If you see him doing anything weird, especially like rubbing and like rubbing really hard on people or furniture, whatever, specifically with his head, it's because he's got some stuff going on with his head. It feels uncomfortable, and you might want to get it checked out if he keeps on doing it. But I'm getting to give him more water, or like make sure that his water is always full. What else? Yeah, I feel like it's water related. I do. I literally feel like the pup's just like kind of feeling a little bit of dehydration. So make sure the water stays full. I feel like puppy needs more water than you would expect, and water needs to stay full. Okay, beautiful. Okay, thank you so much for the feedback, everybody. If you got a reading, it's really appreciated to get feedback. It always helps. It's like I say, does this resonate? I want to make sure I'm plugged into the spirit socket correctly for you. And it looks like it was feeling pretty good today. So thank you, my beautiful friends. Thank you so much for showing up today. Thank you for making this another epic Bhava broadcast and showing up and doing the big work. So get out there, make a commitment today. Going into 2022, it's time to start really putting a focus and a commitment on your healing work. Be who you are. Be of service through the vehicle of your passion. Okay? Thank you. Thank you for everything. And I will see you again next week, same time, same place. If this has been helpful to you, please share it out with your friends, your family, whoever you think would benefit from this message. And if you're showing up every week and you're loving it and you want to support us, consider making a donation to the Bhava Spiritual Mission. Link in the description of the video. Every little bit helps us bring these messages out to you. And out to the whole world. Thank you so much. I love you like crazy. Have an amazing week. I'll see you next time. Okay. Bye.